Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for checking this out. As you can see, I'm a little bit nervous. This is my first public reading. But today I am going to focus on the masculine energies, the current feminine energies, and the union energies going into this full moon lunar eclipse and the energies post the full moon lunar eclipse. So once again, thank you guys for stopping by, and let's get started. So I'm going to start with the masculine's overall energy. So his divine feminine is in his overall energy. As you can see, the Queen of Cups. He's really the divine feminine is really grounding him into a new space of self-love, self-nurturing, of filling his emotional cup. So her love is really anchoring in his growth right now, and he can definitely feel her love and her strength. Once again, it's divine feminine, the high priestess. Not only is he feeling all of her growth right now, but he is starting to understand and listen to his intuition, and he is just really feeling all of her strength right now. So keep it up, you guys. With that, with all of her energy being so present in his overall energy, I think with the Seven of Wands here, he's seeing a lot of synchronicities. He's getting a lot of messages from the divine, and he is a little bit overwhelmed right now with all of it, and he's got his defenses up. He's not really sure what to make of all of it. He's a bit confused. With the divine masculines, I think it's important to remember that we seek out this online community, and we seek out a lot of advice, but a part of what the masculine are releasing right now is their ego and their need to be like self-sustaining and to figure everything out on their own. And I think it's just important to remember that this is probably a really confusing time for them. They're going through a lot of like cellular changes and purification, and they're getting a lot of synchronicities and messages from the divine, and they probably don't really know what to do. They're a little bit confused by it, they're a little bit overwhelmed by it, and have to have some sympathy and empathy for that. And then the Four of Cups energy. So although the divine is, handing them all of these messages, they're still kind of looking at their situation, and they're dissatisfied, and they're like, what the fuck do I do? They're not completely seeing the whole picture. Okay. Their headspace. Thank you guys. By the way, I'm sorry if the sound isn't great on this. I'm just recording it from my laptop. Right. So, in their headspace, King of Cups, right underneath the Queen of Cups, like I said, her energy is kind of anchoring in this energy for him in his headspace right now. He's like seeing her both telepathically, emotionally, and energetically, and he is mirroring all of the strength and all of the wisdom that she's exhibiting through her emotional maturity, and he's coming into a place of emotional maturity too. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So in a way, I think that this is talking about him kind of just learning to go with the flow right now, and kind of letting the divine kind of handle the situation, and kind of just being like hands off about it. He's just kind of taking in all of the signs, synchronicities, and just letting the wheel spin. But he is definitely thinking about his divine feminine, and he's got a lot of, with the wands, he's got a lot of fire for her, he's got a lot of passion for her, and he is just watching her and enjoying, also watching, feeling, you guys know how it is, watching her growth and admiring her at a distance. So then we have the Temperance card. This speaks of kind of renewed energy. He's really learning right now how to balance his emotions and his headspace, and to find the balance that he needs there to bring forth a new renewed energy. And I think this card also signifies like a new kind of excitement for life, and an understanding that patience is required for something good. Okay, in the Divine Masculine's heart space, once again, Queen of Wands. He's seeing his queen. He's knowing, he's feeling her energy, because a lot of our telepathic abilities are coming online right now, and he's feeling and understanding the strength that she's coming into. And I think in a way it's really inspiring him. We have the Ace of Cups here. It's inspiring him to to really get in touch with his emotions and come to a place of balancing his emotions and his mind. And you can see the sun here. He's filling his cup. He's coming to a place of self-love in his heart. And he's really getting inspired by her and starting to work on himself emotionally. He's getting in touch with his emotions. He's starting to look at things from a new perspective. This Ace of Cups is a new start emotionally. So he's really starting to see the sunlight, and he's starting to come out of that Eight of Swords energy. We've got the King of Pentacles. But he's still coming from a place of not feeling this worthiness. He wants to be the King of Pentacles. He wants to be the provider. He's feeling like he is taking this space and this time to get to this place because he sees this as something in the future. He doesn't think that his divine feminine is going to want him, or he doesn't feel like he's going to feel worthy in a relationship until he gets to this place of the King of Pentacles. And so that's why right now he feels he needs to balance, get into balance, look at his options financially. He's really just in a state of trying to, he's juggling. He's trying to figure out how to become this King of Pentacles and what that journey is going to look like for him and his divine feminine. Now let's do its 3D space. Okay. So, in the Divine Masculine's 3D space, we're looking at the Ace of Wands. He's at a new beginning with expressing his energy, his passion, and his love, and he's seeing a new beginning for himself. He's following through with, this ascension, and with, really connecting and manifesting and connecting with the universe. And there's just more proof of that next is the Star. So he has a lot of hope. He's seeing the future. He's building his strength. So that he can start anew on this journey, on this transforming journey. I really love this sequence of cards. So we have the Ace of Wands. He's coming into a new beginning. He's beginning to manifest this more bright and positive future. He's listening to the signs from the universe. He's building his strength so that he can begin this journey. Now let's get into the Divine Feminine energy. Overall Divine Feminine energy. The divine feminines are feeling a lot right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Queen of Cups and her overall energy. She is becoming the master of her emotions. She is learning how to fill her cup. She is in a place of self-love. She's learning how to master her emotions and how to kind of succeed in this space of feeling rejected and not worthy. A lot of us have gone through a rough couple of months, or I don't know, personally, a rough couple of months after our divine masculines either left or I don't know, whatever it is that we're going through with the divine masculine, that's up to you. But this feeling of rejection, and it has caused the divine feminine to come into her power emotionally and physically. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, a lot of divine feminines are stepping into their sovereignty, their earthly sovereignty. They are beginning to work on their divine mission. They are coming into an energy of, they're coming into their divine masculine energy, but they are still feeling dissatisfied about the connection. Let's get into her headspace. So, first we have the World, which just signifies to me, once again, the women are really, or not necessarily women, whoever identifies with the divine feminine, are really coming into this place of integrating everything that they have learned and bringing their world together. Specifically, I don't know, with the collective that I'm channeling, we have gone through an intense transformation in how we use all of the lessons and the skills that we have learned in order to kind of integrate all of that into creating this wholeness. See, she's the master. I feel like a lot of us are coming into this energy, and it's really beautiful. Yet, here, Queen of Swords, again, we are at a point, the divine feminine's at a point where, like, we're kind of like, this stuff with the divine masculine, it's bullshit. We see the truth. We see the truth, and we can honor that truth. And we're wondering, like, why the frick can't he see it? I mean, we know that he can see it, but why is he standing over there, like, in his ego, all freaking butthurt, when he knows the truth? No. But we're in this Queen of Swords energy, and we've had enough of it. But we know that it's all for the greater good, and it's all for this 11/11 twin flame reunion, and we know that this is just a part of the journey to get here. You can see the truth. heart of the divine femme. Okay. In our hearts, we know that the divine masculine is, as we discussed, working on this self-love, working on coming forward with his offer. The Knight is a card of action, and we know that this is coming. We know, like I said, we have a deep knowing that he is working on himself, and this this brings joy to our hearts. We're coming out of this energy of like intense burden. You can see he's burdened by all of these signs, and he's the end of rods is the end of the cycle, so we're coming out of this cycle. So you know that. And just once again, this guy came up, and it's a card of, it's a card of we're sick of our divine masculine's ego interference, but maybe we have our own ego interference that we're dealing with. So we really know that we need to dissolve all aspects of this ego interference, both in ourselves, and we know that that will mirror, and something that maybe we're in a little bit of denial about, but it's super important for us to look at ourselves throughout this journey too. So we know that, and we'll work with it. And then it's a mirror to the masculine's heart space, Ace of Cups. We're also working on this self-love. We're coming into a space of union within self. We're seeing the sun and the horizon, and we are mastering our emotions and taking care of ourselves. And as we do this, our divine masculine follows. As our divine masculine does this, we follow. And we're both coming into a state of personal union, personal sovereignty, self-care, self-love. And this is what is really going to push the union forward. Okay, 3. So we, in our 3D space, have gained a lot of clarity. We know what we need to do to move forward in our ascension, to move forward in our twin flame union journey. And we know that that's that self-love. And I love this card. It's so beautiful. Like, so much power in this. We're stepping into our power, and we're gaining clarity. And what we're gaining clarity on is the release of this double energy, the release of this codependent energy. And the reason that we're able to release this is because of this defeat that happened between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Because of this turmoil, this loss, we're able to look at this double energy and really take a look at ourselves and uproot patterns that no longer serve us, that do not serve our union, that wouldn't have served our union if we had not gone through this turmoil and this loss. And now we're working, we're building anew, and through building anew, and through this determination and self-sufficiency, we are going to be able to manifest our King of Wands through this healing. Now, we need energy. I'm going to do energy before the eclipse on the 21st, and energy after the eclipse. Energy before the eclipse. The Ace of Wands once again. So new inspiration, new beginnings. We're coming through a place of new inspiration, new beginnings through the healing that we've been able to do. Four of Swords is about rest and healing, and kind of thinking about the past, the future, and the present, and kind of integrating what we've learned in the past so that we can move forward. Strength. We are building our strength through healing right now, and it's going to be super important that we don't fall into any old patterns, that it's great. Okay, we can feel sad, we can kind of mourn what used to be and let that all out to be released, but through the release, through the healing, we are gaining so much strength so that we can move forward into this year with compassion and love for ourselves and the world around us. Post-eclipse energy. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards, and then I just wanted to get some clarifiers on some of it. So, following the eclipse, we are... First, I got the Five of Pentacles, which typically signifies rejection to me, but it also signifies, in this case, perseverance through poverty. So this is in this placement. This is about believing so strongly in the goal, which is the union. Just also considering the other cards here, that you don't give up, and believing so strongly in the union that just going to continue to persevere. This eclipse is going to be really intense for a lot of us, especially the masculines, and well, all of us, honestly, because we're all integrating masculine and feminine energy in that balance, and it's going to bring up a lot of old wounds, unhealed wounds from childhood, karmic, ancestral wounds, and it's going to be difficult for some people. And so I clarified that. And yeah, once again, the Ten of Wands, also the end of the cycle, but just carrying the burdens away and being like, wow, this is just a lot to handle. But then I got the Eight of Rods, which signifies moving forward with all that you have, quick progress. So through this difficult time, we're going to have like a crazy, quick, fast-paced ascension. We're going to be integrating for a little while from it, taking some time to relax and really understand everything that went down during the eclipse. And then following that, I have the Two of Cups. So reunion, the Page of Wands is coming forward with an offer of passion, energy. The Wands signify fire, so coming forward with an offer, and the world being turned upside down. So you guys, it's not... this eclipse is for the specific collective that I'm channeling. The eclipse is going to be a major turning point, a major release of the ego, a major release of ancestral and karmic wounds, and it is going to just push us further and closer into our unions. So we should definitely take time to rest, be grateful for all of this, honestly. Like, that is one of the main things that I've learned, is just through the struggle, just being grateful is so key, and just finding the beauty in all of it. And as we ascend, we realize that this is all done, all of this is done for us, not to us. We are not the victims. This is a part of our journey, and it is all a part of the journey, and it will lead to something so beautiful and so much better than we could have ever imagined. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be doing a lot of these, so subscribe if you like it, leave a comment if something resonated. So much love, light, and just eternal gratitude for everyone. Bye guys.